Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be building a SlopeSide village. I started this build 2 years ago and life got busy, so this got put to the side, but now that I have a little extra time, I started to rebuild and finish this build, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. In the end, I do a slightly different way of giving you guys a view of the build. I go through it like a walkthrough tour, so that's kind of fun. We'll see how that works out. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you like that or not. As we go through the first few minutes of the video, you may notice where it changed and where I recently continued this build, because I do go back and change a lot of what I did 2 years ago, but I didn't want to cut the first part out of the video because it wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't be able to see the way I did a few of the layouts. So I left it just so you could see how it was in the beginning and then how I changed it. As I continue to place the rocks and the plants around the creek in the front of the lot, I'll tell you a little bit about me and my hopes for the channel. My name is Ricky. I am a wife and a mom to 3 children. My husband and I have been together for 16 years. Now, as for my channel, I want to start with uploading 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm going to be doing primarily The Sims, but I do play other games, so eventually I may do a couple playlists of different video games. I love to play video games and I love video editing, so I'm really just letting my creative self have fun with this channel. I want to do some speed builds like this one. I want to do some Let's Plays, all kinds of fun things. Now, as you can see right now, this little building I'm working on is basically, I envisioned it being like the front office, or the space that they would go if they wanted to pay for the ice skating or massage and the spa sauna that I have here, the hot spring. Now for this little office, I kind of struggle with roofing in general. I am improving with more practice, but I chose just the peaked roof with some windows. Again, I will go back. This will pretty much all be changing. The layout's not changing, but the outside will change and some of the decor and windows will change. I do hop around a bit in the beginning here, so now I'm back over because I wanted to do the same roof on the sauna. I think we're going to be working on the lights and then the interior of this little office building here. I'm just choosing a light. I really like those little lamps that I ended up going with, the lanterns. I am just going to let some music play while I finish decorating and furnishing the inside of the little office. I will pop back in and out throughout the video to explain things and talk every once in a while, but until then, let's just enjoy some nice tunes. Right here, I am just starting to pick out some wallpaper for the 2 different locker rooms that I have chose, like bathroom / locker room. I wanted to do 2 different sides. I chose this crazy pink and crazy blue to start out, and then you'll see that I go back and I definitely redo that. I don't know what I was thinking. This was 2 years ago. I was very new to building. I always did a lot of Let's Play, but I didn't do a lot of building. It's fun to see here in a little bit how much I change it up. I did struggle with the layout of these bathrooms quite a bit. I wanted the window on that side, but the bathroom stalls would not fit on that side. So as you can see here, I switched it and put the bathroom stalls on the long wall and put the showers on the window side. I figured they were stall showers, they'd cover the window anyway. This is where I more recently started building. So now I'm picking out some new wallpaper for the one side of the building, for the bathroom on the one side. I ended up switching up the showers and the sinks. You'll see here I will go to the other side and do the same thing, doing it basically mirrored, but doing slightly different colors on the walls. Here I realized that this carpet was underneath the doorway. Then I didn't like how it had a big seam right there in the middle between the entrance. So I grabbed this carpet that you have to piece together and place bit by bit, but I really like the way that it turned out. I think it looks really nice. There's no big seam in the middle. I fixed it and I was happy with that. Then I decided we had gotten some new packs since I had first started this build, so I wanted to change the outside of the log cabin or, log look. So I did end up changing it to this. I do change the inside and the outside of the logs to make them match here in just a few minutes. Right now I'm just repainting some of the inside walls for the sauna and the locker area. Now I'm on the other side in the other bathroom picking out some different paints and wallpapers. Now watching this back, I do end up changing the other side again, and I end up making them match. So they're both going to have this dark wood color. I thought it looked really nice and it played well with the shower stalls that I chose and the sinks that I chose. Now, as you can see, I'm going to start to flatten the lot. It's hard to tell if it was flat or not because of the snow, and you can't make the snow go away on this lot, not that I know of. So I flattened the lot, and this building is going to change yet again, and it's going to change quite drastically. So keep watching because it's going to get interesting. I was really trying to configure a few things, and then I got another idea that popped into my head. So I think it turns out really well once I get it all squared away and figured out exactly what I want. Right there, I was just painting the ceiling panels. That's something newer in the game, that you can paint the ceilings. So it looks like the floor when you're doing it, but it actually is the ceiling. So when you go inside, you can see that there's wood on the ceilings too. I did go through and decide that I wanted to do more of a rustic look, so I went and I chose more rustic windows and doors for this building. I do like what I ended up picking compared to what I had started with 2 years ago when I started this build. I love the window here that has that circle top on it. I thought it looked really good right in the middle of that top part of the building. I was gonna do that see-through second story, not above the sauna. I put a roof or a ceiling on the sauna so that it was covered. But I wanted the rest of that open. And then here in a little bit, you'll see what I changed. I got an idea and I had to reconfigure quite a bit of stuff to make it work, but I think it looks great. So that was my idea, was to build the massage tables upstairs with the little check-in desk. I think it turned out pretty cute. When we do our walkthrough at the end, you'll get a better look at it. Right here, I am just starting to build the other two buildings that are going to be on the lot. I'm going to have a coffee shop, cafeteria type area for eating, which is this building here with some outdoor seating. And the other building is going to be like a little gift shop to purchase things. Oh, I did decide that I wanted the building to not be up on a foundation, so I did lower that and got rid of the stairs. I feel like it looks a little bit better. And then I did go back and redo a few things in this building since I hadn't done that yet. So I'm just picking out some flooring and the doors for the bathrooms in this cafeteria, coffee shop area. I did not realize until I did the final walkthrough that these doors are a little bit see-through. So I'm just imagining for gameplay purposes that you can only see out, you can't see in, but if you don't like that when you download this on the gallery, you can change those. I had already done the final walkthrough, so I wasn't going to go back and change it at that point. But it does still look cute. I chose a pretty dark green for in here, kind of cozy, homey feel. And this is that little coffee cafeteria bar area. We got a bunch of seating going in out here. And then we'll do the two bathrooms, a little tiny kitchen area with a back door. I'm just placing some menu signs for like the coffee prices and the food prices, a little dog sign saying pets are welcome, and I'm just imagining that these skateboards are actually snowboards mounted on the wall. Then I'm putting these little hooks on the posts for coats and snow pants and all kinds of the things that you wear while you're skiing. That way people can hang their stuff up. In a few minutes, I am going to use the shelf in the game and make window seating all the way around this outside wall over here that I think turns out pretty good. Now I'm getting started on the little gift shop roof. I'm putting a small peaked roof on the front, kind of like a gable, and then a bigger peaked roof on the main part of the building and turning it this way for the smaller side. Like I said earlier, I tend to always struggle with roofing, so it's something I'm really working on. I find it fun but challenging, so if you're a person that struggles with roofing, please leave a comment below. Maybe we can help each other out with some tips and tricks. It is an ever-learning process. Oh, and I did decide I wanted to change just that building up onto a foundation so that I could add some outside seating with heaters. I don't know if you've ever been to a ski resort, big or small. They usually have some sort of outside seating so you could sit out and have a hot cocoa or a alcohol beverage if that's your choice while watching people ski down the mountain. In this part here, I put out some shelves for shoes and then realized that the snow went inside of the shelves. So I decided I wanted to build a covered spot without walls. So I added some pillars and a hipped roof and I flattened it down, removed the walls, and that's what we did to solve the snow in the shoe shelf problem. Then I added some ski racks for all the skis and snowboards so people could put their stuff in there while they were inside eating or ice skating. I added a couple fireplaces. I thought that two looked nice in this space. It looked too empty with just one. And some seating around the fireplaces. I added a little wood container there so they had firewood to throw in. And then I was moving around and I realized that I didn't have any trash cans, and if you're going to use this to play with your Sims, you have to have some sort of trash. So I decided to add that dumpster in the back there behind the cafeteria and hide it with some of those same flower hedges that I used around the hot springs behind the sauna. Now we are in the gift shop. So I decided on these mannequins I was going to have swim gear, so swim trunks, swimsuits. I know that seems kind of silly since we're at a ski resort, but I figured people who came to ski might forget their swim gear if they wanted to go in the hot springs, so they're going to sell it in this little gift shop. That way you can buy something if you wanted to go in the hot springs and you didn't bring it. I also added quite a bit of shelving and tables for some different items to sell in the gift shop. I pictured them finding really cool artifacts and like stones and stuff while they were digging out this site, and so they had them remade in a lab or in a factory so that you could get a look-alike of what they had found when they were making this ski resort and the village here next to it. Also some little handcrafted items, maybe there the penguins were knitted, some warmer clothes. And then over here on the side I decided that I thought it would be really cool if we had maybe like a little employee lounge with a bathroom. So I did a little tiny bathroom here at the end, and then in the middle there I made like a little employee break room for the Sims that will be working in this little gift shop here. Now I'm going to add in a signpost with a few signs on it telling people where things are. For instance, the office is this way, the gift shop's that way, the sauna's this way, and so on and so forth. And the signboard is a requirement on all community lots, so I put that right there with the trash can. I added a couple trees and outside bathroom over in the corner by the ice skating rink. And when I was building this, it was around Christmas time, and I don't know what it is, but when you go to a ski resort village and there's Christmas lights everywhere, and it's just such a magical thing. So I definitely wanted to include a giant Christmas tree, so I sized this tree up, built a small little half wall around it. At first I wanted a fence, and then I decided no, I want them to be able to be right up close and personal to the tree. I added a couple benches around it so they could sit there and drink their hot cocoa and look at the tree. Now I'm gonna start with some of the landscaping. I love landscaping. In a lot of my videos coming up, you're gonna see that I do a lot of landscaping. Sometimes I go way overboard, but I just love it and I think it looks beautiful. And in this one, it's really pretty. I like how the snow falls on some of the plants and the rocks. You'll see if I get too close to the building that it is under the ledge, so the snow won't be on it. So I had to move a couple things out so that the snow stays on it. Otherwise, it doesn't look very good. I've been trying to fill in this little spot here in the corner. I used that big tree. I'm putting some shrubs and grasses. Granted, you can't see any of the flowers that are on these, but I just picture maybe they have some summertime events and they still want their landscaping to look really pretty. So they put out some flower bushes too. I added a second sign, realizing that there was more buildings than sign posts on there, so I thought another one was very fitting. Added some more shrubs around this building and trees. All right, this is where we're gonna start our walkthrough tour of the SlopeSide Ski Village. This is my first time doing this type of a walkthrough tour type thing. So the camera is a little bit tricky. I'm still trying to figure it out. This will get better as I do it more, I'm sure. We are gonna walk through like we're walking through onto the property over the bridge. And our first stop, I believe we are gonna go into the office. Just kind of giving you an overview of the first sign and the couple buildings. Into the office, some beautiful bookshelves, a little sitting area with a TV, got a map of the resort, the check-in desk, another sitting spot, a little cozy fireplace to keep everybody warm while they're talking and checking in. There's that beautiful ceiling. Now we're gonna go out, have a beautiful look at that Christmas tree. We're gonna go over into the gift shop. Turned out pretty nice. We got our mannequins with their swimsuits on. Now, I don't know why I put the out of stock signs behind those. I definitely didn't have to do that. So when you get in there for gameplay, if you download this on the gallery, you can take those away. My gallery name is KennisonKrew, same as it is here on my YouTube. I will have this uploaded on there if you would like to download it. Little look behind the cash register, like we're working in the store. I really like that we can do this like real first person walkthrough. I think it is so fun to like get a look at everything that you've done and built from like a first person perspective. And then we'll go into the break room. I've got that table with some chairs and a microwave, coffee pot and a fridge. I think it just fit this space perfectly. Then we'll go into the bathroom. Just a little bathroom, got all our essentials. Our signboard. Where should we go next? Let's walk by the fireplaces. Look at that tree. There's the ski lift there to the left. It's a beautiful sunset, glistening off the snow. If you're not a snow person, I'm sorry. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've always loved the snow. And now we're gonna go into the sauna, massage, and hot springs building. As you first walk in, you see all the lockers. To the right here, we've got a sauna. I really like that blue color on the walls. And then we've got a bathroom, showers. Pretty self-explanatory, bathroom stalls. I did notice it is a little bit dark in here. I probably will add a light. If I were you, if you download it, I would add a light over there too. You don't have to, but it looks like it needs it to me. Then we'll walk on over to the other bathroom. Should look almost exactly the same, except for there is an extra light in here, so it is a little bit brighter. You can see what it would look like on the other side. Come out, have a look at those lockers, and we'll head outside to the hot springs. Ah, what a beautiful day. Let's hop on in. The mountains in the distance. Get on into the hot springs. Have a seat. Oh, look, there's an extra roof up there that I forgot to delete. We can just pretend that's a cloud. It's a process. We're learning. Like the end part of this video right now, as we're doing this little walkthrough, I'm gonna try not to edit too much of the voiceover out. I want to make it feel like you're hanging out with me on my couch and we're looking at this build together. I attempt to go up the stairs. Hey, I think I did pretty good. It's not easy to do with the buttons on the keyboard and the camera. I'm sure I'll get better at it as I do it more. In here, I just love that painting that we got with seasons. So pretty. We got the little check-in desk so that you can check in for your massage appointment. A nice little light right above that. And I put some floor lights down. I thought they looked nice. Then we've got our private suite for massages. You could do a couples massage or a singles massage, whatever. I liked that little leaf plant photo. I thought that they looked nice. I did go ahead and put some curtains over those windows because I figured they would want it to be dark and relaxing and private. Back outside, we'll go back down the stairs. We'll look on over here. Whoa, we get just take off running a little bit. We'll take a look at that little cover I built so that the sim could sit and take off their shoes and get their rented ice skates, put them on, put their shoes in the little shelf. And there's a little outhouse over there in case they're ice skating and they really have to go potty. Let's take a spin around the rink. All right, and then our last step is going to be going into this little coffee cafeteria shop. So I was going to go through this door and then I changed my mind and I wanted to go in through the other door first. We've got lots of picnic tables and heaters outside. We can come through the door and we can order our pastry and our coffee. You can also order some food. So they've got that kitchen back there, so they've got a full food service. I always loved having coffee when we went to the mountain to go snowboarding. It was one of my favorite things. We would go, we would get coffee, and then we would hit first chair. There's lots of seating for everybody, lots of places to hang your coats and your pants, and to put your gloves and your helmets. There's the bathrooms. This is where I noticed they were kind of see-through. We're just going to pretend that they're not. They're both exactly the same. Just pretty generic, easy bathrooms. Then we've got our little tiny kitchen with a full chef's kitchen service area here. And a sink, a little storage shelf. And then we can come through to the back area of the coffee bar. This door here goes outside to the dumpster that I kind of hid with those shrubs. Alright guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it. It's been quite the process. I cannot wait to make more and share them with you guys. Whether you are friends or family or you're new to the crew, make sure you subscribe, press the like button and the notification bell so that you know when I upload my next video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it. Also, in the comments, let me know if you guys liked this type of a walkthrough style at the end instead of all the screenshots. I had a lot of fun doing it. Like I said, I wanted it to feel like you were sitting here on my couch with me and we were hanging out going through this. If you made it to the end of this video, type snow in the comments. And thank you so much. Welcome to the crew.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous.